This video is titled The Urban Intellectuals, a deep dive into the local crows. Introduction: more than a bird brain. For centuries, crows have been symbols of mystery and omens. But science is finally catching up to what many of us have long suspected, that they are among the most intelligent creatures on the planet. Far from being animals that fit the outdated concept of bird brains, corvids like crows possess a staggering density of neurons in their pallium, often a total of as many as 1 to 2 billion, which is comparable to many non-human primates. Recent studies have even demonstrated that crows possess subjective consciousness, meaning that they have individually specific experiences of the world around them. In laboratory settings, crows have shown the ability to report their perceptions, revealing a two-stage brain process similar to humans, where they first register a stimulus and then internally process that information into a perception. The engineers, New Caledonian crows. If we want to see the peak of avian engineering, we have to look at the New Caledonian crow. Native to the primary forests of Grande Terre and Marais Island, these medium-sized crows have evolved a unique chisel-like beak that allows them to hold tools straight. They aren't just tool users, they are tool manufacturers. These crows create hooks from twigs and vines, even tear pandanus leaves into multi-stepped strips to fish for grubs in crevices. In a famous experiment, a crow named Betty even spontaneously bent a straight wire into a hook to retrieve food, a feat she had never been seen doing before. These birds can even engage in meta tool use, using a short stick to reach a longer stick to finally get their food. This level of cognitive flexibility puts them in a category shared only by a handful of species, including great apes. The Bothell gathering, safety in numbers. While New Caledonian crows are masters of the forest, American crows of the Pacific Northwest have become masters of the urban landscape. If you find yourself in Bothell, Washington at dusk, you might witness what some have called a remarkable birdwatching experience. Each night, as many as 15,000 crows descend upon the restored wetlands at the University of Washington Bothell campus. These birds spend their days scavenging across Seattle or Everett or Edmonds, but they take safety in numbers as night falls. It is a massive social gathering where they sail through the air, perching on rooftops and fence posts in a clear pecking order before settling into the trees. Scientists at the university campus use this murder of crows as a living laboratory, studying their complex calls and social gestures to understand what these birds are talking about. Social secrets, faces, funerals, and familiars. Living in such large groups requires incredible social intelligence. Crows are famous for their ability to recognize and remember human faces. In a decade-long study at the University of Washington, researchers found that crows could identify what they designated a dangerous mask, and they would dive bomb and scold the wearer for years, even passing this information down to younger generations who had never met the person. Their social bonds are deep. They mate for life, preen one another, and even appear to hold funerals for their dead. When a crow dies, the community gathers to dive and caw, a behavior researchers believe is a way for the birds to gauge threats to their safety and learn what to avoid. The neighborhood crows. This intelligence makes the prevalence of crows in Seattle and its suburbs, from Queen Anne up to Aurora Village and beyond, more than just a background noise. It's a neighborly interaction. For many of us, these birds provide a rare daily connection to wildlife. When I walk around my neighborhood, I've started my own tradition. Sometimes I carry leftover parrot treats for the local crows. It didn't take them long to start recognizing me sometimes. Now they often greet me with their vocalizations as soon as I step outside, following me as I walk once in a while. It's a joy to watch their playful antics, like when they fly off with large chunks of food or interesting items clutched tightly in their beaks, or whether they're bowl wiping as a sign of agitation or simply cleaning and preening themselves after a snack. Every movement feels purposeful. These avian intellectuals have found a way to thrive alongside us. And once you start paying attention to them, you realize they've been paying attention to you all along. So the next time you hear a caw in your neighborhood, remember, you're not just looking at a bird. You're looking at a conscious, social, and incredibly clever neighbor.